Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and greetings. AliShanMao here. In this video we are going to review the Blade 185 FPV racing drone from Eachine. This is Blade with you. This is how Blade comes in a box. Okay, on the box I'm gonna read the very important features only. It has an OSD, Blade 185 OSD. I never heard about that. It has a GPS, Blade 7M GPS. Again, I didn't hear about that. Receiver and remote controller Eachine i6. Correction, that's FlySky i6. And Eachine X6 receiver. Anyway, let's not talk about that side. Let's talk about this side. It says camera 120° CMOS 520 TV line HD. Ooh, main controller. Guess what is the flight controller? Main controller is a Nazy 32 Rev 64. Transmitter, video transmitter is 40 channel 58200. That is TX 5820. That means it's a 5.8 GHz 40 channel video transmitter. Then we have brushless motors, 1806 2300 kV, brushless heli ESCs, BL heli 15M, and batteries that you can use with this are only 11.1 volt 1300 milliamp 30C LiPo battery. Flight time 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, here are the components. Eachine i6, sorry for that. And we have the plate, carbon plate with 3 rubber dampers. Okay, for you to install the cameras, HD cameras. Then we have a power outlet, power cable for your Eachine balance charger. We have one little piece of hardware which is probably for you to configure your Nazy 32. This is a USB dongle kind of thing. You connect your USB cable on it and configure your Nazy 32. We have a 1300 milliamp battery, 3S. Okay, we have a USB cable, a clover leaf antenna. We have 4 pairs of the propellers. These are 4-inch propellers, I believe. We have a user manual. I'm not sure how useful or helpful this is. Most of the time it's not very helpful. We'll look at it. And then we have the quadcopter itself. Check it out. Neat and nice frame, man. Looks exactly like the Vortex, shrank down to a small level. All right, so everything is installed on the bottom plate. Once again, thank you very much for installing heart and soul and all the electronics on the bottom plate, so that when we break the bottom plate we go to buy a new quadcopter and a whole new plate. All right, so motors are 2300 kV. You cannot see them, but they're installed right there in between these 2 plates, sandwiched there. Now you have a place to mount your battery in the middle. You have a 520 line TV line camera right here on the nose, and you have a GPS on top. Well, GPS doesn't mean that it will auto return to home. It is just to calculate the flight data or give you the flight data telemetry, calculating the speed and the distance from home and stuff like that. So possibly the GPS is for that. Receiver is on top as well. All right, so let's so far, quality wise, I am happy actually. These look really nice and tough quadcopter. Quality of components also look very, very nice, apart from the FSI6, the old dinosaur that people are still using. Anyway, let's not talk about that. So basically, for its price, I believe the components are looking quite good. All right, so let's charge the battery, get it ready, and see how it's gonna behave outdoors. Assalamu alaikum and greeting. I hope the camera is listening because there's a lot of wind. Okay, we have here Eachine Blade 180. Okay, just now we have flown what was that? Falcon 185. What happened to my memory? This is Eachine 180, okay? And we are going to fly it right away to sea. I had to tweak down the PIDs on the very first flight. It was oscillating a whole lot that I was feeling that it's gonna destroy itself. So I have tweaked the PIDs, I have turned down the PIDs. Basically I had to download the clean flight, and I have turned down the PIDs on this one and added TPA. I also added the pitch and roll, rate, because it was really sluggish on acrobatic mode. Once again, the FlySky GT or i6 radio does not allow you to program anything. I have to repeat how many times. And only thing you can change the flight modes is the knob, dial there, which is very, very annoying. Anyway, so I love to fly it in acro mode. Attitude mode is okay, but acro mode is really, really nice. So let's give it a flight and see how it will behave today. Ooh. This one also has a GPS and OSD. Come on. Oh, this baby is smoother than the 185 and faster, looks like. Fighting with the winds. Today is very, very windy day. Oh, a lot of pitch and roll angle we have here, even in stabilized mode. All right, here's a zoom shot for mommy. All right, Shadi, don't fight. Wind. Look, it has to fight the wind. There is no GPS mode, but it's flying very good. So I have to still put more on the acro mode for the pitch and roll rate in order to do some acrobatic really fast. These two are fighting again. All right, I put it in acro mode and I go crazy. Small 3S battery, there is just so much you could do. There isn't much you can do actually. There's always a limit for the battery. Okay.
I didn't shoot that.
All right, let me try again. Let me try that at lower rate. Flips are okay, but could be faster. So I have to increase the roll and pitch rate. Good punch, for such a small battery and a small quadcopter. Good punch, good speed. Flying very well. Hadi, what's wrong? What's wrong, Hadi? Okay, let me land, hold on. Land here. Yes, what do you want? View with the goggles is so nice. Mommy is circling around me. And flying this Eachine blade is really nice feeling with these goggles. The image is nice and clear. I'm having fun. And OSD is a blessing here.
I should go get the water, drink water.
Okay, good enough, thank you. Alright, conclusion, I'm gonna keep it very, very simple. I have flown Falcon 185 just now, that is Eachine, also ready to fly, and this is Blade 180. I don't see the difference in size, but I prefer this one. Why? Because it has an OSD. Why? Because it has a better flight characteristic. With those tilted motor, I mean, that one is a bit fast, but this one can have better control. That one with the tilted motor, if you hover, you have to hover with the quad tilted backward. And with the camera tilted up, you will be looking at the skies. Landing that quad is really, really difficult. I'm talking about Eachine 185, that is Falcon. This is Eachine Blade 180. You can tilt the camera as you want. It has a very nice red color scheme and design on it. Frame looks rough and tough, and also it's running this pretty much the same thing, but it's running SP3 F3 flight controller. I had to tweak the PIDs a little bit, as I mentioned, and now it's flying superb. I prefer it because it has an OSD. Well, there isn't much time for you to see the OSD, but still OSD gives you a bit of leverage to see the flight data telemetry and decide when to land, how fast you're going, stuff like that. So yes, if you ask me which one I prefer Eachine Blade 180 over Falcon 185. I'm getting confused with the names. So people, yes, right outside the box it flies, but you need to tweak the PIDs, nothing else you need to do. After tweaking the PIDs, this is sweet. I like it. So I'm gonna change the batteries, put on my Eachine EV800 goggles. Those are the new goggles I just reviewed. Check out the video. And I'm gonna enjoy some FPV right here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe because we upload regular and exciting RC videos.